is Martina. For as long as I can remember, nature has been my place of solace and serenity. Join me as I walk in the Maine outdoors and share the details I notice. There is a tremendous beauty, peace, and perfection in the natural world when we stop and pay attention.
It's 6:20 on Saturday, January 7th, 2022. It's 16 degrees and it's the day after a big snowstorm. I think we might have got about 8 inches and it's windy. I can see the sun coming over the horizon. It's a nice, beautiful, clear sky. I see some stars. There is an orange light right over the horizon, changing to white and changing to a blue. Oh, that cold blows on my skin. My fingertips are cold. I'm going to cover up them with my mittens. Wind chimes on a little tree. It's very windy. You can see the big pine tree. There's snow on its trunk on the side. So during the snowstorm it would have been blowing. It's stuck on there. And there's snow on its needles, although the wind has blown quite a bit off. I can see the lower apple trees are covered in, branches are covered in a white layer of snow. It looks like white trees. As I walk on the plowed driveway, I can hear the crunching under my feet. It's like walking on cotton balls. I absolutely am in love with the silhouetted tree branches behind the horizon. It's bright. The light is coming from behind, illuminating all that darkness. The bright light of the sky lights up everything within me. I know I can hold that light in me all day. When I sit with this light of the sun, it's arriving. I see the roof of our house. There's a little box that goes to the basement, and I see the snow covering that, like perfect leveled out frosting, as though someone created that perfectly. And it's about 3 inches tall, and then there's another roof over our entranceway that has been covered in snow, and that one's not as deep, only 2 inches. And it's just interesting how there's different heights of snow on these little roofs. I can see the neighbor's driveway. It almost looks like there's headlights coming up, but I think they have a light shining on their driveway. I've been standing in the same spot the whole time, and I can see the cedar trees blowing. I feel like walking over there. And the horizon now has a much darker orange. I see some gray clouds floating on the sky above the horizon. And the oak tree's leaves, the one with all the leaves, are rattling gently. And I'm walking in the deeper snow. It goes to my lower calf. It's very soft. I feel like I'm walking on clouds. The white is so pure, so clean, so fresh. And I look back at my footsteps. I dragged my feet so it looks like two lines walking. As I look at the whole front yard, it's just this flat, clean, white, without any tracks. I can see the Christmas lights on inside our house. And I just feel so warm and cozy, thinking of that warm house as I'm out here in the cold. I see the two big pine trees behind our house. I feel their protection. Their energy of their roots and their branches just wraps around our house, protecting us. There's a wind on the oak leaves, but over here it's not windy where I'm standing. I'm kind of waiting for that wind to come over to me. Waiting, so far it's nice and quiet where I'm standing. I can actually hear crackling in the cedar trees. Sometimes the trees do that when it's cold and the wind blows. And now it's windy where I am. In between the wind, there are these periods of stillness and silence. And you can also kind of feel that stillness even though the wind is still blowing. As you look at the snow on the ground, it's just staying there. It has such a purity, such an emptiness and a brightness. As the sun is rising, I can see it illuminating the snow-covered rocks. So they're much brighter, kind of stand out. I hear footsteps in the snow. I know my son's out here, but I don't know where he is. I actually can hear the red maple across the street, pretty far from where I'm standing, crackling. Ooh, and I see the snow, almost like a little twister, come up from the ground, and loose particles are blowing in the air. Yeah, that one maple tree is just thinking that crackling, maybe it's tender and old, and it has had broken branches in the past. I'm at my little garden, and there's small perennials, little old flower tops all covered in snow. They look like white hats. And there's snow covering along sticks all along the side. They look like long fingers of white fingers in the garden. Some of them gently blow in the wind, and they're waving at me. They kind of are funny looking. They're all raising their little hands saying, "Hi, hi." It's a Saturday, so there's not as much traffic. I'm enjoying the quiet sound of the wind, crunching snow, rustling leaves. And it's interesting to hear the wind come from different directions as you notice it. Different bursts of wind, and with it brings little particles